mask is not there, so it is showing the mask alert. Now the mask accuracy or the confidence is 1 and no mask is 0, so I am wearing a mask as per the model. So hi guys, Vinay this side. If you are new here, I am computer vision engineer working at a startup. So I am daily working on deep learning and computer vision. So I am using this medium to solve the issue that any person would face to get started with computer vision. And since video editing is very time consuming thing, so I won't be doing much effects in here. It requires a lot of time investment. Due to that, I just keep making videos, and so you won't see much animations in all, just simple content. So let's begin. I will start everything with why. If the reason is matching with yours, if it satisfies you, then watch more. If not, then you can easily skip it. So what you want to do? You want to train a model that will detect mask and alert if the person is not wearing that mask. You want a custom model because you have custom images of yourself and you want that to be trained and it should work. Okay, if you know the basics, you can move to this particular time, which I will show here. I'll just keep watching. I will get you covered. So why you want to train a detector and not a classifier? But wait, what is detector and what is classifier? And again, how is classifier different from a detector? And last question, what even is a classifier? So let's answer these questions slowly. So you can see this image. Which fruit it is? Correct, it is an orange. So what you did just is a classification based on all the fruits that you know. You compared with all of them and found that these features, the features of this image is more similar to that of the orange. This is classification. So now see this image. Where is orange? Can you point out that orange with your finger on the screen? Cool. Most of you didn't, but that's fine. Lazy peeps. But the thing that most of you did was detection. You found what that fruit-like object looks like, where it is located, and if it is an orange. And once you are done investigating, you came to conclusion that it is an orange and it is at this point of image. You classified here too, but also you found its location. So classification is just the providing the name of that object. The name of object is called label. So classification just provides label, but detection provides location coordinates as well as the name of object. Basically, in detection, it tells where the object is and what the object is, but in classification, it just tells you what this object is. So all questions solved. Let's conclude it. If you have one object in the image and you don't care about where it is, just do classification. But if in an image there are multiple objects and you want to know which one is what, then use detection. So if in an image you have multiple fruits and you want to know which fruit is which one and you want to draw a box on top of that, also find its name. So in that case, use detection. So yeah, detection is good, but why don't we use detection and just grab classification? The reason is classification is less compute heavy than detector, and training a classifier is relatively easy than detector because along with classifier we have to find the location of that object. So in detection it is giving you the location and the name of object, but in classification it is just giving you the name of object. Let's proceed. To make this project, we need a machine learning model that will see the image and will tell if there is mask or not. Even if you don't know much about TensorFlow, Keras, and all machine learning libraries, deep learning, that's fine. We don't need any of that to build this project. So we will be using Teachable Machine. So Teachable Machine is a open source project by Google. In that we can just put the images and train the model. So teachable machine learning is a fast and easy way to create machine learning models. So we can use it on our sites, mobile phones, and on our system also without using coding. So as you can see that it is able to compare the pose of that person using T and Win, and also the snap and clap, the music, it is also able to classify, and someone made sorter. So it is a nice thing we can try, and today we will be using this to just classify if there is mask or no mask. Okay, so to save time, I have downloaded few images for mask and no mask, and I have put that into a dataset folder. So I have downloaded them from internet. I am just using 5-10 images. You can use more if you want. To improve the model, also you can capture your images from your mobile phone and directly put that into training. So now let's start. So we will upload the images here. We can drag all the files and drop the downloaded images here. I can drop it all at once. So there are two kinds of images, mask and no mask. So I just change the labels of mask and no mask. So make sure you click on upload before uploading the images. So it will accept that, and the model parameters are fine. I will just click on train, and model is training. So we have few images, so the model will train very fast. Let's check result with some images. The model is trained. We will be uploading with file, so I just change that to file. Okay, I have to. It will not work if you keep the input mode off. So now it's on. I can upload the image, and yeah, it is no mask. It is detecting it perfectly with 100% score. Let's just one more. It is again perfect. One more, and yeah, it's good. So let's move to mask images. Great, it is showing 100% accuracy, but it won't show 100% on real time. So let's just start and try it on my webcam. So input is on, and hi. So it has no mask, detecting perfectly fine, and now I have the mask, and it just made it perfect, like it is detecting mask perfectly. So we know the model is trained now, and let's test it a little more. And let's try with another mask. Yeah, it's able to detect this mask perfectly fine also. So the model is good enough, and if there is just mask without a person, it will also detect as a mask. So be sure to create the perfect scenario for it, and that's it. So now we are satisfied with the model. We will download it. So the automatically selected one is TensorFlow.js, and we can download it. Along with download, we can upload the model to Teachable Machine Learning Host or Teachable Machine Host, so that we don't need to send the model to anyone or put that in file. We can directly use the link and use the model. So it will be very helpful when we are working on this project. And copy this link and save it securely. We will need it later. Also try to put some more information with this link where you are saving it, because you might get confused if you have multiple links for that. So I have saved the link. So there is few code, and also we can if you want to develop the code in TensorFlow using Python and also in Keras, you can download the weights here also. So yeah, you can just convert, it will just convert your model weights and provide you the perfect ones which you require. So for now it is for TensorFlow JS we are using on browser, so the browser weights are fine, but in future if you need, you can refer to this also. And also there is one more, TensorFlow Lite. So we can also convert it to TensorFlow Lite model, and it is very optimized model, and it can work on your mobile phones easily. So you can just download this model and you can run the same model on your phone easily. So you can run mask no mask model easily on your phone. For that you need to know a little of Android development. So yeah, that you can do. There are some FAQ which I think you should read before moving on in this project further. So how can I save my project? Can I use outside Tense Teachable, and where is the model published when I upload the model? So it is just saving the weights of the model. So weights are just numerical weights, and it is not saving any of the image that you are having in the model to Google, so it's safe. So anyone can use the model. You can just share the link of your model and they can directly use in their project. So it's a nice thing. It will be easy to develop. So if you found some other model that is not good, or that you feel is not good, you can also report this on the web on to this teachable machine. So yeah, they are providing the safety and security for all of these things. So that's good. Let's start coding in JavaScript and get our project ready. Okay, so now you want to have a voice that will warn you about that you are not wearing mask. So here is a voice maker. So it is a very nice website that enables you to convert your text into speech, and it is really nice. So in that, the text is mask is not there, and we can select the AI engine and voices. So based on that we can choose anything, and it will convert it to speech. So let's just try it.
Mask is not there.
So the sound is very perfect, and it is good for alert and alarm. So let's just add few voice effects. So let's emphasis, so strong emphasis, and I will also change the sound of that person. So let's just change to a child, and let's rerun it again.
Mask is not there.
So this voice is a little scary, but yeah, we can use this also. And here is a download button, we can download it. I already have downloaded few voices, and I have put that into the folder where the code is there, so that I can directly use it. And that's it. Okay, so here is a very basic script that enables you to play the audio using JavaScript. So it is very easy, and we can develop this in JavaScript very easily. So I have embedded this thing in the code itself. So just for explanation purposes, it is there. So it is a simple HTML page in which there is JavaScript, so in script tags, and there is a button that I have added. So on click, whenever I click that button, execute the function play. So what happens in the play function is there is an audio. So audio is mask.mp3. If you change the audio to anything else, you can just change the file name, and first time is equal to true. So it is a flag that I used when we run the app first time, it will execute and then it will be false. So yeah, this is a basic function. So, and here it is audio.play, and if audio is ended, then only it will play again. So basically, if there is multiple times it get executed, it will not repeat the sound again and again. So that was the error that I was facing, and I fixed it. So let's just see the demo of it. I will do open in browser. So it's here. So play audio.
Mask alert.
It's working perfectly fine. And let's open console also. So in console we can see the logs. So yeah, I will refresh it. So now it is there. Play
Mask
audio.
alert.
Old audio is playing, that's why it will not play it again. So if I click it multiple times,
Mask alert. Mask alert.
it will not play if the old audio is playing. So that's a good thing, because we don't want it to be sounding as a noise. So when the first one is complete, then only the second one will start. So this is it. We will be using this in the main code. The code is in the description in GitHub, but we will be discussing how the code works. Okay, so here is the main code in which we will be executing the model and getting the predictions. It will show everything on the web page. So let's start with the code. So the code is very basic. You can tweak it if you want, but it's fine. So there is the whole format is this. So alert mp3. So these all are the files that we can use if in our code we want to change anything. And this is mask.mp3. I have downloaded this one.
Mask alert.
So I am creating the alert, mask alert, and that's why it will raise the alert if mask is not there. Then coming to other files, there is basic HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So JavaScript will be executing our Python code, and not the Python code, JavaScript will be executing our model, and style is just to make it a little beautiful to look. So let's open the code. So I will be using Sublime. Yeah, so the code is there. Mask alert system basic, and this is few tips for a person who is going to use this. And I have added a TensorFlow and Teachable Machine Learning, both JavaScript files inside the code, and I also added this one. This is script.js. It is the script that I wrote. And there is two container, label container and webcam container. So basically webcam container will be having your image or the webcam image, and label container will be having the score of the prediction. So if it is in mask and no mask, it will contain mask this much percent and no mask this much percent. So we can switch it also, and if you don't want anything, you can also disable it or delete it. So that's the basic code of index or HTML. Let's move to script. So yeah, here is the URL that you got from the model. So whenever you train your model, you will get this URL. You have to replace this URL, and currently it is my URL on the mask model which I trained. So you can train your model and put the URL here, replace the URL here, and it will start working from there. And if you want to know what is inside the code, then you can continue. So yeah, so there is an init function, so initialization function. So here is a button, start button. When we click the start button, on click init, it will execute the init function. So init function is in this thing, in JavaScript. So let's move there. In init function, this is the init function. It will find the model.json and metadata.json. These are the files required to run the model, and model will get loaded. Max prediction is the amount of or the number of prediction which the model is giving us. So in our case, it is 2, mask and no mask. So it will be 0 and 1. So it's 2. Then we will be initializing the webcam. So how to initialize the webcam? It is very easy. So webcam equal to new tm image. So tm is trainable machine, so it came from that JavaScript only. And then webcam 400, this is the size of window I want to show the webcam, and flip. So basically, if we want to show the mirror image of us in the webcam, you can show flip equal to true and false. You can change it as per your requirement. And we will just start the webcam, play the webcam. So first we will set up the webcam and play, and that's enough for it. And later we will see that we will remove the start button. Once we start the webcam, we don't need to start it again, so we will just remove this button. So window.request animation frame. So there is a function known as we created loop. So in that loop the predictions will happen. So all the predictions that we are detecting, like we are sending our image and it is finding out whether we are wearing mask or not. So that is happening here. So this is function loop, basic function. So webcam.update, it will update the webcam frame. So it will update the new image in the webcam as the new image comes. So it is important. And then there is predict. So it will wait till the prediction comes. So await. We will do that. Then there is a predict function. So predict function is important in the whole thing. So it is the main part of this whole function. What we will do is, we have the webcam image. We will do prediction equal to model.predict, because there is model, and model.predict webcam.canvas. Now we have the predictions of the model. So now our system knows if it is mask or not, and now we have to show this thing. So this is basic loop, and in that loop so the class is there. So prediction, so prediction.class name, and prediction score. So it is the probability, and it is fixed to 2 decimal points. So just to make readability easier. And if once we have prediction class and prediction score, we will give it to action. We will know later what is action, but for now it's there. And class prediction is there. So it will be adding the class prediction class, that is the name, mask or no mask, and the score of it. So how confident or how sure the model is that this person is not wearing a mask. So this is the confidence score. And now move to function action. So what the action function is doing, it contains all the logic that we want to apply on the image. So in action, we are getting the prediction class and prediction score. So let's suppose if the prediction class is no mask, right, and prediction score is greater than 0.5, that means we multiply this 0.5 by 100 and it will give 50%. So if the model is sure that it is more than 50% sure that the person is having no mask, then it will do play. Okay, so now we can think of that play function is the function that provided sound to us, and here it is the same. So predict function will play the music or the sound for us. So if prediction class is no mask and the prediction score is greater than 0.5, if the model is confident that this person is not wearing the mask 50%, more than 50%, that means raise the alarm or play some music. So the audio is again mask.mp3, and the first time equal to true, it is just a flag. And here I am doing this, if audio.ended, then play. But when we first start the code, audio will not end because it is not even started. So at that point of time, we have to play it once, and once it is played first time, we will say it false, and then the audio ended will be true. So audio ended means when audio is playing, it will say false. Once the audio is completed, it will return true. So yeah, it's just a question. If the audio is ended, yes or no. If yes, then play the audio. If audio is still not ended, then we will wait. In style.css, nothing much is there, just basic formatting. You can use it as per your convenience. So yeah, that's it. This is the whole code, and now we can move to the demo part. So far we have done all the things, and now let's test the model. So enable webcam will start the processing. We have to allow to start using the
Mask
webcam.
alert. Mask alert.
Mask is not
Mask
there,
alert.
so it is showing the mask
Mask
alert. Now the mask accuracy or the confidence is 1 and no mask is 0. So I am wearing a mask as per the model. It will not
Mask
raise any
alert.
alert.
Mask alert.
So it is working
Mask
perfectly
alert.
fine for the use case.
Mask alert. Mask
Let's try
alert.
with another mask.
Mask alert.
Again the siren stopped or
Mask
alert stopped.
Mask alert. Mask alert.
So it is working
Mask
as per the
alert.
expected
Mask
thing.
alert.
It
Mask
is not
alert.
stopping. How to
Mask
stop
alert.
it? Okay, we have to wear the mask and be safe to stop this alert, and we have to refresh it to stop the processing, and that's it. So you can try it out and create the project. All the link for this is in the repository,
Mask alert.
so you can
Mask
clone the
alert.
repository or download the repository and start running your project. And don't forget to change the link of your model, because it will use only mine model which I trained. If you want to use your model, then just replace the link and it will use your model. So that's it. If you liked it, then like and subscribe and share, and that's it. Bye.